My girlfriend's therapist told her to confess everything. I wish she hadn't. I never thought I'd be one of those guys posting about relationship shit on Reddit, but I genuinely don't know what to do with what just happened. So, for context, I, 29M, have been with my girlfriend Maya, 27F, for about 3.5 years. We moved in together during the pandemic and things have been, or at least seemed, solid. Like we were talking marriage, kids, joint savings account solid. Last week, Maya started seeing a new therapist. She said the woman was direct and not into sugarcoating, which honestly sounded like a good thing. Maya's been through some heavy stuff, family trauma, toxic ex, anxiety, and I've always supported her through it. But 3 nights ago, Maya sat me down and said her therapist gave her an assignment. If you're going to move forward in your life, you need to confess the things you've been hiding. You need to give people the truth, all of it. At first, I thought this was going to be about something deep, maybe childhood stuff. But no. Maya looked me in the eyes and told me she cheated on me. Twice. Once early in our relationship and once about a year ago. Both with the same guy, her ex. She said it didn't mean anything, and that it was a way to reclaim power after feeling emotionally disconnected from me. I felt like I was watching myself die in third person. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just sat there. And then she kept going. She told me she had gone through my phone once, deleted a DM from a girl who replied to my story just to test if I'd notice. She told me she lied about being on birth control for 2 months last year because she wanted to see if I was the kind of guy who'd stay if something happened. She told me she had created a fake Instagram account, a burner, and had used it to watch my ex-girlfriend's stories for a year straight. Just to compare, she said. Compare what? I asked her if she was trying to make me hate her. She said, "No, I'm trying to be free of secrets." Then she asked me if I forgave her. That's when I walked out. I've been staying at my brother's place since. Here's the thing. She's texting me like we're still together. Like she's proud of what she did. Like she thinks that therapist saved our relationship. I don't know what to say back. Or if I even should. Because the more I replay it in my head, the more it feels like this wasn't some healing moment. It felt like a purge. And I think she enjoyed watching me break. I wasn't planning on updating this. I figured people would just tell me to run. And to be honest, I was leaning that way already. But after what happened today, I'm shaken. Like actually scared. So I've been staying at my brother's place since Maya's confession session. She's still texting like nothing's wrong. Like telling me she cheated twice and emotionally manipulated me was part of some weird relationship cleanse. I ignored most of it. But then she sent me this. You should book a session with Dr. Kiera too. She says it could help you process and not stay stuck in blame mode. She's actually amazing once you open up. That name, Dr. Kiera, stuck with me. I Googled it. Nothing. No Psychology Today profile. No clinic website. Just a blurry Facebook page for something called Inner Mirror Wellness with 11 likes and a phone number. So I called the number. A woman picked up. Calm voice. Almost too calm. She said, "Hi, I'm Kiera. You must be my name." Maya told me you might call. That caught me off guard. I asked her straight up, "Do you think it's normal to tell your patient to dump every single dark thing on their partner in one night?" She said, "I don't believe in secrets. I believe in spiritual exposure. It's the only way to burn off the ego. Burn off the ego." She said Maya was still withholding, that she was only halfway cleansed, and that I was part of the block in her process. She then asked if I wanted to schedule a joint consciousness session. I told her no. She replied, "That's unfortunate. Shadows left in the dark tend to become monsters." I hung up. I sat there for like 10 minutes trying to process that. That didn't sound like therapy. That sounded like, I don't even know, a cult? Later that evening, Maya texted me again. Just one message. "Kiera says you're resisting, but it's okay. Not everyone survives the first purge." What the hell does that mean? This stopped being about cheating. Something's not right with this woman. With them. And now I'm wondering if Maya's the only one she's been working on. I didn't sleep after the last call with Dr. Kiera. Something about the way she said shadows become monsters has been stuck in my head like a song I hate but can't stop humming. It doesn't feel like therapy. It feels like conditioning. So I started digging. I posted anonymously on a local subreddit asking if anyone had heard of Inner Mirror Wellness. Just a casual. Anyone tried this place? Looking for real therapists in the area. The responses came slow, then fast, and not what I expected. A girl DM'd me. She didn't want to post publicly. Said her sister had gone to Dr. Kiera last year. She described the same phrases Maya had used. Confess everything. Spiritual exposure. Burning off the ego. Her sister became obsessed. Told her boyfriend about every lie she'd ever told. Even stuff she should have kept private. Then she stopped eating. Quit her job. Cut off her family because they were keeping her from evolving. She disappeared for 3 days. When she came back, she had a tattoo across her ribs that said, "Clean hearts only." The girl said they begged her to stop seeing Kiera. She refused. Said her healing wasn't theirs to judge. She moved out 6 weeks later. No contact since. Another comment said Kiera used to run under a different business name, the Hum Method, which was shut down in 2018 after 2 patients accused her of coercive psychological tactics. Someone else posted a photo of Kiera. It was the same woman Maya had shown me on her phone. Same piercing stare. Same whispery voice. Same obsession with secrets. Then I checked Maya's Instagram burner, the one she used to stalk my ex. Yeah, I logged in. I don't care anymore. There were DMs in that account between her and Kiera. Private ones. Outside therapy. And in one of them, Maya sent a photo of me. Asleep. Captioned, "He has no idea yet, but I'll tell him soon. He needs to break first." That was sent a week before she confessed. I'm starting to wonder if Maya was even the one making the decisions. Or if she's just one of Kiera's projects. One of many. And then, tonight, I got a text from an unknown number. No name. Just this. "You're next." I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's Maya. But I'm starting to feel like this wasn't about honesty. Or healing. It was about breaking me on purpose. I met with Maya today. Against my better judgment. We met at the cafe where we used to go every Sunday before grocery runs. I don't know why I picked that spot. Maybe I wanted her to feel like things could still be normal. Maybe I wanted to see if she'd pretend they were. She showed up calm. Peaceful, even. Not like someone who'd dropped a bomb on our relationship a few nights ago. She hugged me. I didn't hug her back. I asked her straight up, "What the hell is going on with you and this therapist?" She took a sip of her tea and said, "I'm healing. You're just uncomfortable because it's not happening on your terms." I told her about the DM I got, the "Your Next" text. She didn't flinch. She said, "That wasn't meant as a threat. It was a gift. You deserve to shed your lies too." I asked her if Kiera told her to cheat, to lie, to trap me emotionally. And that's when she smiled. Actually smiled. "Kiera didn't tell me what to do. She just helped me stop protecting you." She said the entire relationship was an act. That she played the perfect girlfriend because she thought that's what I wanted. That she used to fantasize about what would happen if she shattered the illusion. "Now I know," she said. "You're still just a boy who needs things to be pretty." Then she leaned in and whispered, "But Kiera was wrong about one thing. I didn't need to confess everything to heal. I just needed to watch you fall apart." I left. I couldn't even speak. But here's the worst part. When I got home, I found a letter taped to my apartment door. No envelope. Just taped there like a threat or a love note. I don't know which. It was from Kiera. Typed. Signed. And it said, "You've been an excellent subject. The confession experiment continues. For inquiries about participation, please call the number below." Below that, 5 other names. People I've never met. People I'm guessing are next. I think Maya was the test run. And I think they're building something much bigger than just therapy. I've changed my number. Moved out of the apartment. Told the police, they laughed. "Just sounds like a crazy therapist," the officer said. But last night, I got a DM from a new account. Blank profile. It just said, "She told me everything. I think I'm part of the experiment too. This isn't over. Not for me. And not for whoever comes next."
She said she wanted to fix me. I didn't know I was her first experiment. I've never posted here before. I don't even know if this is the right subreddit, but I've been following the other story that's been circulating, the one about Dr. Kiera and the confession stuff. I know her. I knew her before she called herself that. We met at a psychology seminar in Goa, 2017. She wasn't a therapist back then. Just a speaker. Not even a guest, just someone who showed up, started talking during a breakout session, and somehow hijacked the whole room. Everyone listened. Because she spoke like she already knew your secrets. I was 24, post-breakup, spiraling. And she found me after the session. Told me I had a disorganized ego. Said she could help me burn through the version of myself I kept editing. She wasn't flirting. She wasn't recruiting. She was studying me. And I let her. We started meeting once a week. No office. Just long walks, phone calls, late-night meetups in cafes and train stations. She didn't call them sessions, she called them peels. Peeling back layers until I stopped lying by existing. She made me confess things I'd never told anyone. Made me call my mother and tell her I resented her for staying in a bad marriage. Made me message an old friend and admit I'd once fantasized about his girlfriend. Made me write down every inauthentic moment I had in a day, and read it to her aloud. I felt raw. Then I felt high. Then I felt nothing. I asked her once, what happens when the peeling stops? She said, "That's when I'll know you're ready to ruin someone else." That should have been the moment I ran. But I didn't. Because I wanted her approval more than I wanted peace. She ghosted me 3 weeks later. No goodbye. No closure. Years later, I saw her online, now calling herself Dr. Kiera. She had subjects. Clients. Followers. And I realized. I wasn't the patient. I was the proof of concept. I've been watching the other posts go viral, the ones about her confession therapy, the emotional nukes, the people falling apart. It's all the same script. And I don't know how to stop her. But if she finds this, and she will, I want her to know. I still dream of that last peel. And I'm terrified of what she left behind inside me.
If these shocking real-life stories kept you on the edge of your seat, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be the first to know when we drop our next one.